Hey everybody, Jay, Average Vintage Collector here with episode 2. Episode 2 actually came around a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to. Today I want to do a player spotlight on one of my favorite players of all time, Boog Powell. Absolutely love Boog Powell. He played in the big leagues for 17 seasons, 14 of them with Baltimore, 2 with Cleveland, and then a half a season with the Dodgers. He is a one-time American League MVP. He is a how many time All-Star? 4-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion. He hit 339 career home runs, had just under 1,800 hits. Just a couple monster seasons, especially 64, 69, and 70. In 69, I believe he was a runner-up to Harmon Killebrew for a second American League MVP, but fell short of that. He did have some injury history, and that's kind of what had his career go from, above average, or from great to above average. So I just like to showcase a couple cards. I am trying to complete a player run, his entire player run. I am just starting that collection. I've only been in vintage for a couple years, and I've got a lot of different projects and didn't really get focused until this year. So I have a few cards that I want to showcase. I'd like to get all of his cards slabbed, as well as all my player runs slabbed that I'm trying to do. But I'll show what I have. I'll turn the camera around and just show a few things in my collection of Boog that I have. Okay, as I said, I've only got a few of these graded. I only have a few of his cards. So really in my player run right now, there are only 2 that are graded, but I have 5 total cards. So we'll get started here. First card I'm going to show is his 1964. I don't like the shadow on this, but still trying to get a work in progress here. 1964, you can see that red line right there at the top. But I was listening to, down here, there's just a little blemish there. I was listening to Chris from Missouri's channel. He was on with Greg Midlife Cards the other day for their Sunday short conversation, and I really took something from what Chris said. He said, celebrate what you have. So I am celebrating what I have. Again, average vintage collector, not looking to break the bank. These cards are not in the best, condition. They do have their faults, but I'm okay with that, especially when it comes to a common type of card like Boog. So that's the 64. I also have the 1970 Boog. Again, not graded. This is going to be... it is still a pretty decent looking card. The centering is really good. The corners, though, you can see with the corners are not all that great. Back, not bad. You can see the top right here. There's definitely some edge issues. But again, something I just picked up because I am a big Boog fan. Wasn't looking to get this. I think I might have just got these in lots or loose somewhere. I am putting together a 1973 set, and so I pulled this from my 1973 set. That's why this one is not graded. I'm just looking to complete that set. I'm very close to being done with that. But this is the 73 tops. Again, you can see the corners are not great. There are some issues, but centering on this one is really, really nice. I love the 73 set. It might be one of my, definitely in my top 5 favorites. I don't know what it is about the look of it. I actually fell in love with this card, with this set, with the Clemente card from this set. I love the Clemente from this set. It was his last card. I really, really, really like that card. Next card I'm going to show. This is the 1965 tops in an 8. This is a pretty high graded card for me, but I got it. Boog's cards don't sell for crazy money, so but again, my budget's pretty small, but this, I really, really like this card. This was my first Boog that I picked up, and I got it for a great deal in one of my Facebook groups that I'm in. You can see it's the colors there. Just a good looking card of his. Older slab, but I'm okay. I don't care about a new PSA slab. But there's the 65. That guy there. And then my last one is going to be the 1977 tops in a 9. Again, his cards do not sell for very much, so that's why the grades are a little bit higher. It's above average collecting here for me on these two. But again, just a really nice centered card. Good design on this. Again, an older PSA slab, but I'm okay with the older PSA slabs. So that's him in his Cleveland uniform. Later on that year, I believe he did go to the Dodgers, but he does not have a card, as far as I know, in a Dodgers uniform. The next thing I want to show that I have, now this is not a card, but this is just something that my wife got for me for Christmas this year. He actually has a book. It's called Baltimore Baseball and Barbecue with Boog Powell, Stories from the Orioles Smoky Slugger. Boog has a barbecue joint in Camden Yards called Boog's Barbecue. It's delicious. Really, really, really good food. And I did get a chance to meet him, and I will post a picture of that next, coming up after this book. But this is really cool because it's got a lot of really nice pictures, like old school pictures of him in here. Let's see if I can, there we go. Just really good stuff, and it's just it does cover his career, life after baseball. There's just a lot of really old, cool looking pictures in there, and I love to read, so this is kind of right up my alley with that. So I will go ahead and show the picture next of myself with Boog. So I had the opportunity to meet Boog at an Orioles game one year. My wife and I stopped down there to see the Astros play the Orioles, and he was just a great guy. He was really personable, approachable. Had some conversation with him about baseball, and over the course of the conversation, he asked where we were from, and I said, oh, we're from Buffalo. And he says, oh, when I was in the minors, I played in Buffalo a few times. He says, it's really cold up there. I said, yeah, it's really cold. And it was a hot day at the ballpark on the day that we went there, and my wife was dressed appropriately, and as we're posing for this picture, Boog kind of looked down at her chest and says, well, on those cold nights in Buffalo, just think of old Boog. And it was hysterical. We all burst out laughing, and it was a good time. But I'm really glad that I got to meet him, and it was a fun day. Okay, and the last thing I have is my autographed 16 by 20 Boog Powell. And it says right there, 66 and 70 World Series champs. Great picture with the old school beer can. I love it, overflowing. Celebrating in the locker room. Brooks Robinson in the back. I kind of wish that I could have got this signed by Brooks as well. But just a very cool, just retro type of picture. Black and white. Like I said, old school beer can kind of makes it. So just wanted to share that as well. All right, guys, that's it for today. I appreciate you joining me. I'm still kind of getting used to putting videos together in different segments, so please bear with me. I'm no pro at doing this. I'm not a real big techie kind of guy, but I hope that you enjoyed this portion or this video. If you have anything that you can give me, any critiques, I will gladly take it. Tell me if you enjoyed the video. I would like to take this opportunity to give a couple of shout outs though, because there are a couple of people that really have helped me leading up to doing these videos. So I want to do a big thanks to, first of all, Rusty Vintage Cards. If you haven't checked out his channel, please check out his channel. The same goes with TJ Mack Vintage Cards Nostalgia 648. Please subscribe to his channel. He's got some great stuff. Redneck Collector, Billy Ball Games sports cards, and last but not least, Vintage Card Steve 8582. All of their channels I reference in the description of this video. Please go ahead and check out their channels. They've helped me out. I'm trying to help them out. And I also want to thank everybody else that commented on my first video and watched my first video. I really appreciate the support. Again, I'm just trying to get get into connecting with some people. And there was a lot of people that commented on my first video. So I really appreciate everything. I hope you enjoy this video and more videos soon to come. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Tune in next time.